The streets that will be tar and chip this year is Valley View, Maple Grove Road at the very end, where Valley View meets Maple Grove down to the bridge. Church Lane needs top dress along with Taylor Road. FB, every year, the year after, you have to top dress it to keep it from falling apart. Babel Road and Donaldson Road at the end. We're going to crack seal North Street wall on Old 22. I also put this all up on the Street and Public Works board there for you guys, so you guys can see the progress as we go. If you guys ever come in here and just take a look at it, because some of the questions you may have may be already answered on the board. What's going on right now at Donaldson Road Beagle Club is bonded by CNX at this time. Work is on hold to a burrowing owl that is nesting. Work will resume August 1st and will finish November 1st. When the work is all finished, the entire route will be blacktop or tar and chip in different sections depending on what was there prior. Went to PSATs, attended multiple workshops on land development, road maintenance, stormwater management, oil and gas zoning, and impact fee expenses. So it's we'll have a busy year this year.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion from the board on reports? No. And I move to approve all reports for the month of April.
I'll second it.
Roll call vote. Mr. Rositz?
Yes.
Mr. Doran?
Yes.
My vote is yes. Motion carries. Okay, that takes us to item 8, old business. Sale or trade of trucks. Mr. Doran, you want to bring us up to date with whatever you got going on there?
Sure. So, let me turn this over. You guys okay with turning the lights off so you guys can see? Been working on this for the last 4 months. So we're going over all the inventory of all our trucks. Everything seems to be coming up at the same time for replacement. And so at this point, we need some community input on the trucks, different equipment. Equipment isn't what the costs aren't as low as it was when these trucks were first purchased. Our Peterbilt was roughly $35,000 for just the truck. Now you're looking at around $80,000, so we're going to need some input on this. We're going to have a couple workshops. And so I just want to take you through of what the trucks are at right now, kind of give you guys a little bit look into what these workshops will actually bring to us. So this is John Ramaker's truck. This is the main truck that runs the northern half of the township. This is some of the problems we're having with the trucks. A lot of our lines are corroded. Even though this is the newer truck, it's an 03, it actually is in a worse shape than our 99 Peterbilt. Some of the hosings are going to be replaced. A lot of the fittings. This one here periodically seeps through a little bit. These are your air tanks and your fuel tanks are starting to rust through on that. There's the exhaust hangers. And, the beds are steel beds. They were non-aluminum or stainless steel beds. At that time, we really didn't have the funding to afford those type of beds. They're pretty expensive. We got the stainless from a regular soft steel beds, and actually most of what you see damages, you'll see the bottom rails start to fall apart first, and a lot of salt will get caught up into the runners and the joists, and that's where a lot of the problems will happen. We've been repairing the sides of them. The salt gets up into the water, just seeps into the sides where the metal curls, and it's starting to rot off the beds on the side. Branches, when they're frozen, aren't very forgiving the mirrors, and the whole assembly is $300 for the mirror assembly. The manifolds and the turbo back plate here, I really don't want to take a punch to it because I'm fearful that if I do try and test to see how strong the manifold is, I'll punch a hole in it. And it's a 3-piece manifold. This piece being $300, this is roughly another $275, plus you got to pull everything off to get to it. AC lines, the boost tube for the intercooler. There's other various lines in the engine compartment that will need replacement. That's another picture of the boost line up here. Got to get that taken care of. The oil cooler has a little blueprint. Yes. So I called International and got prices for everything to show you guys the status of what it would cost to repair everything for this truck. The parts total is $4,700. labor is $2,800. The big question with this truck is if and when it would lose its engine. In the past, it was run with an air filter, like 8, 10 years ago. When the truck was first purchased, it was run without an air cleaner for quite some time. And we have a lot of blow-by in the rings, it needs a lot of oil. And I asked what it would cost to do a rebuild on the engine, and it's $14,000 rebuild on the engine. That includes your labor. So we have a truck that parts total is $47, labor is $28. The total for parts and labor is $7,500. If the engine blows, it's $14 grand. That's $21,000 in expenses for a truck that's worth $12,230. I see that as I was looking at it right there. Still work in progress.
Well,
This is just a preview of the workshop. So just trying to give you guys a little look into it. This is the Peterbilt. This is our oldest truck. And death by door. This door has it will open by itself. And other supervisors that have worked on the roads have almost fallen out of the trucks because of that door. Even though you're seat belted in, it's a little scary when the door flies open when you're going around a turn. We try to fix it. And it's just, we can't get it to lock the way it should. It was damaged quite some time ago when they were paving, and they had the door open when they were backing up, and it ripped onto the paver. It ripped the door hinges back. The bed is far gone on this. You can see the zip ties holding on the bottom rails right here. This rests up on the frame to keep the frame resting. You can punch holes through this bed. There's some more zip ties holding on the bottom angle, or the bottom rail. You can see how it's rusted completely through on these bottom rails. The bed's starting to rust through. This is a picture of the bed inside. This truck, the big thing about this truck is the truck is pretty sound. It's the actual bed that is not. And when you buy these trucks, you're doing the truck cabin chassis and then the bed by itself. So you have two different parts with these trucks. The truck's sound, but the bed's not. To replace a bed, you got to replace the hoist, the bed, the hydraulics run into it, and it's just not worth putting $20K to a new truck bed. We can keep patching it, but it's going to keep breaking on us. Eventually, it's going to eat itself. So we salt damage, the repairs are worth 2 to 3 times what the truck's values are. That Peterbilt's only worth $9,000 traded. Now we can get far more from that if we sell it on municipal. We were told the average cost of these trucks, if you would sell them outright, is between $20 and $25. It's just that when they trade these trucks in, they rip all the parts off and replace. They would be doing all the work that we would have to do to get these in running order and try and resell them. And the international, they said, because you're not going to get your resell out of that truck. So what to do? So I've spent about 3 months on this, met with 12 different manufacturers, 6 body manufacturers, looked at 14 different trucks across our area, sorted out 28 different price combinations, and here's what I came up with. So we have 2 road crew workers, we have 2 heavy haul trucks, 1 light truck. So if we have 2 full-time workers, you only need 2 salt trucks. 1 truck that will be between, okay, another spelling error, sorry. You want 1 in the city, 1 up north. And you want to have 1 truck as a backup truck, just in case you do have one that goes down, you want something that's a backup. But you don't need a heavy hauler to be your backup. You need something that you could use every day in the township to do smaller details. So what I'm proposing, and we'll keep working on this during the workshop and get a little more input from you guys, is we could sell the Pete, trade in the 4x2 Dodge. Our truck, it's the Dodge, we wouldn't be talking about the Dodge, but it's a 2-wheel drive. You can't have a 2-wheel drive as your backup truck in the wintertime. So sell the Pete and the International. Trade the 4x2 Dodge in for $1,500. We get 12.2 with trading. We bought it for $16. Keep our 5,500 GMC for the city and McDonald area. Buy 1 10-ton dump and 1 everyday working truck. So we'll have the GMC will be McDonald Midway area. The heavy truck will be up north, and the everyday runner will be for the truck we need for everyday things. So you get rid of 3, you buy 2. And this is the Peterbilt 348. This is what our truck would look like, the heavy hauler. less the four-wheel drive. It's a $30,000 option. I don't believe we need a $30,000 four-wheel drive system. So it's going to be a two-wheel drive, heavy hauler. The weight in the back of the truck will keep it down when it's plowed. Stainless steel bed with high bed rails. It will keep us from having to reload multiple times, running more fuel. And it's a 9-liter Cummins. Cost to the public is $123,000. We would do it for $85,000. CoStar, we would pay $85,000. This is what we pay under the CoStar state contracts. We save $38,000, and the Peterbilt comes with the Cummins, and it's North Fayette purchased the same truck, and it's a pretty well-known truck from Peterbilt. The outfit, U.S. Municipal has the best pricing, has the low-mount hoist, stainless steel body. I also have a Google spreadsheet for everybody when we'll have the workshop to show everybody where I'm at further in these pricings. And it's $46,000 to outfit the truck. The everyday runner truck would be a 3500 GMC. They have the less problems, more dependable transmission, and we're seeing a lot less problems when you talk to a lot of the dealers and a lot of people in different townships who have the Chevys. I've talked to them at PSAS, that's their opinion between all the different trucks. So it will have plow capabilities. It'll be a one-time. We could put a plow in the front to outfit it, and we could also put a salt spreader in the back that if one of the new trucks or the GMC goes down, we're able to put this right into service and not miss a beat. That truck to sell to the public is $61,000. Our pricing is $40,000. It's a $21,000 savings. So $40,000 minus the $12,200, it's $28,000 for that truck. Other township equipment needed for replacement pretty soon is the loader, the brush mower, the grader, the paver, other trucks in the future, rubber tire roller, which we don't have. This is some future expenses. All of our equipment is coming up at the same time, and it's going to be an issue because equipment's not cheap like it used to be. You're hitting about $100,000 per piece of equipment sometimes. So workshops and questions. So at this point, what do we have to do? Let's get some public input. Let's do some workshops. The only problem is with salt trucks, if we would order now, we wouldn't receive it till November. That's the whole problem between this is there's a build time for these trucks. We need to set up a capital equipment fund that will rotate the equipment out on a timely basis and possibly purchase equipment that has dual uses. You can buy loaders now with a brusher attached on the front, so you can use it with the bucket attachment when you need it, and you can put a brusher on the front, which can also do ditching as well, which will get away the need for a grader. But the most important thing about salt trucks is you have to think of public safety because if we can't plow the roads, EMS can't get to you, the fire trucks can't get to you. So not a lot of people think about that, but it's a very important aspect of winter life for us. Even though it's nice and shiny out right now, you have to think and plan ahead. So I would like to set up a workshop after this week, next week's planning commission meeting to go over this. And I'll have more for you. I'll have more equipment pictures on the equipment we have, and more things, and we can actually bring all the equipment down, put it in a parking lot, and I can go over every piece of equipment with you guys, and you can look it all over, just as well. So that is my presentation for the workshops.